Detectives are reportedly eyeing designer drug dealers in the tragic Montauk death of an Irish-born swimwear designer earlier this month. A white powdery substance was reportedly seen next to the body of 33-year-old Martha Nolan O'Slatara, found dead aboard a yacht on August 5th. The New York Post reports that cops still don't definitively know if the powder is heroin, cocaine, fentanyl, or a deadly mix of all three, as police await toxicology results. Fox News contributor and criminal defense attorney Donna Rotunno joins us now. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Donna. Where are we on this case, and what are we waiting for at the moment?
Well, right now, the medical examiner's investigation came back inconclusive, waiting toxicology results. Toxicology results, especially given the potential mix of different types of drugs, designer drugs, normally take a little bit longer. I think they're hoping that they'll have those results back by the beginning of September. And I think once we have those results, obviously, it will either answer the question or it will open the door to more unanswered questions and a further investigation to ensue.
So it sounds like police are, at least from where we see right now, it looks like they're kind of narrowing down to the idea that they are looking for some possible drug dealers. But there's a real problem. I mean, that's a real complicated thing, going after trying to find drug dealers who maybe sold something that had, a deadly mix of fentanyl in it.
Sure, you're going to be looking at knowledge components there, right? And also you have to think about the way the narcotics trade works. It's multiple layers. I mean, you have one person who gets a product and then disperses it out to people that then sell it. So, in terms of the knowledge of what's actually in something, it's going to be interesting to see where that liability falls. Yeah,
probably safest just don't do drugs would be my recommendation.
Absolutely.
Also want to ask you about this. Moscow Police Chief Anthony Dallinger weighs in on the Kohberger investigation. Watch this.
Any indication that he didn't act alone?
No.
Where's the murder weapon?
Don't know.
Would you have gotten probable cause to arrest him without the DNA?
I believe so.
Based on what?
Our investigators were very confident that based off of where we were going with the vehicle and the information that we gathered, we would have got there. I don't know what our timeline would have been, but I believe we would have got there.
So right now the judge is debating about whether or not to release some of the photos that were taken from the crime scene. How do you see this playing out?
So I know the judge issued a temporary injunction to stop the release of certain evidence, especially given privacy concerns of the victims in this matter, specifically one mother that did file the injunction. But I know that they extended it all the way across the board, which they should have. I do believe that we are going to see a permanent injunction on certain evidence. I think the majority of the evidence will still be released, but body cameras of these victims' bedrooms or anything in terms of, the state that they were in, none of that should be released to the public, in my opinion.
And explain how that normally works in a case like this, where you have a lot of public interest, but you also have, I'm always in favor of transparency in all cases, but you do have privacy concerns of the victims and the victims' families. How do the courts usually handle evidence like this?
Normally, they will weigh the public interest against the right to privacy. I think here, public interest obviously has been quite large. The public is so interested in this case, as we all should be, and we should all be learning from it. And I do think the majority of the evidence here will be released, as it has been. I do think that anything showing, the girls, their bodies, anything about their bedrooms, these are things that nothing will be gained in the public circle by seeing those photos. So anything for that purpose, I think, should stay sealed.
Donna Rotunno, you're always so good at breaking these things down for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Charlie.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.